This is the Oneplus Nord CE5, and this is the entry-level smartphone of OnePlus. Throughout the years, OnePlus has offered performance-centric smartphone that last longer and challenges the bigger opponents like the iPhone and the flagships from other brands. But recent time we have seen OnePlus to be fading away mainly because of the green line issue they have faced, but they have fixed it. For the display, they are giving lifetime display warranty, and this OnePlus Nord CE5 also comes with a lifetime display warranty. That means any kind of lines appear on its display, OnePlus has all of them covered. So let's see if they have fulfilled the expectation of the people with this OnePlus Nord CE5. Before we jump into the video, let's give a quick shout out to Master Planet of Smartphone for providing this OnePlus Nord CE5 for this review. More about them later in this video, and you can also check them out from the links in the description below. So the Nord CE5 comes in two colors. This one is the Black Infinity and the other one is the Marble Mist. And there is also another color which is not available for our region, like in Bangladesh and India. Both of the colors actually look really awesome, but I personally will prefer the Marble Mist color because you can see there is some frosted texture on the back. Talking about the build quality, this phone really feels good on your hand, even though the entire body is made out of plastic, but it doesn't feel that cheap. The back has a very frosted texture and the OnePlus logo is glossy, which looks really nice. The camera housing is a bit different, which also appealing. The in-hand feeling is really good, and this is just a gram shy of 200 grams. That means it doesn't fall on the heavier category, and the weight distribution is really nice. You won't feel any issue using it one-handed. On the bottom side, we have the SIM tray, which is interesting because they have included the SD card support, even though it is a hybrid slot, but you can at least expand your storage via SD card by, of course, sacrificing one SIM card. So big round of applause for them. Next to it is the microphone, the main microphone, and USB-C connector, of course. Next to that is a single bottom firing speaker. Unfortunately, there is no stereo speaker, even though in this price bracket, most of the companies offer stereo speaker. But however, on the right side, they have all the buttons, the volume rockers and the power button, and the power button is right where your thumb rests, so that's a very nice thing. On the top of the phone, you have only air blaster, which is really nice to see. Definitely, if you know what is it, you can of course make some good use out of it. The left side is totally empty, and they are not offering the volume slider with newer OnePlus phone, which is very unfortunate. Now let's talk about the display. They have literally nailed the display because there is a 6.77 inches 1080p display with 1 billion color, 120 Hz support, and in typical brightness situation is 800 nits, and the high brightness mode is 1300 nits, which is very respectable. And in my usage, I have seen that the display is very bright and you won't have any complaints about the display using outdoors and harsh lighting conditions like direct sunlight. The display is readable, even though I don't recommend using your display on direct sunlight because that hurts the display, so don't do that. But if you have to use it, your display would be readable. And yes, of course, the colors on the display really pops, and there is a little bit of chin on the bottom, but it's not that much of a noticeable, but it's there. And also there is a punch hole cutout, which is of course better than built cutout, but it's quite a big one, which is kind of becoming normal for the smartphones, but I wish it were a bit small. So in terms of the display, you are sorted out. There should be no complaints about the display. It's 10 on 10. What is not nice about is the protection. They have not mentioned what type of display protection they have used. The front glass is glass, of course, but we have no idea which glass it is, so it's better to use a good screen protector on your OnePlus Nord CE5 from the first date. That's definitely is a good idea. One thing I forgot to mention about is that this is IP65 rated, which is not worth mentioning because you cannot submerge this phone. It's protected from splashes and raindrop, of course. And yes, you can use the display on wet conditions, like if the display is wet, no matter, your touch will be responsive. You can put your inputs, so you're protected from that. I have seen weird memes on the internet, so if you ever face such condition, you know you're good to go with this one. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. This device is powered by MediaTek's Dimensity 83050 Apex. I don't know what the Apex means. It's based on 4nm processes, and it's a beast of a chipset. I mean, it's not at the top tier like the flagship chipsets, whether it's from Qualcomm or MediaTek. It's not there, but it won't be that behind. Like, it's a very powerful chipset. Like, if you look at the numbers, 3.35 GHz. We definitely had 8 cores, and there is the peak performance is at 3.35 GHz. There is 3 cores on 3.2 GHz, and the efficiency cores are 2.2 gigahertz. So this is super fast. The chipset is really very powerful, but it also comes with the responsibility of keep it cool and give you a sustained performance. Did OnePlus achieve that? And the answer is yes. They kind of have nailed it because it's a TSMC's process, so it doesn't get that much of a hot in the first place, and they have included a very large vapor chamber inside the phone, which keeps the phone cool during like heavy sessions like gaming and stuff. And I have seen that, and they have actually pre-installed PUBG Mobile in this phone. So if you're a gamer, this is a really good of a phone for you, and it doesn't get that much of a hot, and it can sustain the performance. So yeah, this is good. The benchmark score are really promising. You can see the Geekbench and the 3D Mark, of course, there. The scores are really respectable. So, you know, it's a performance-centric phone and it delivers. And keep in mind, it is also paired with 8GB LPDDR5 RAM. So RAM is also fast. And on top of that, the storage is also UFS 3.1. I know it is not the latest one, like UFS 4 is there, but 3.1 is quite fast enough and it should give you a better uploading time. So in terms of performance, you are completely covered, so no worries about that. This is a really good phone for that regard. So this is of course an entry-level smartphone and the price tag is not that high. So why did they cut the cost? And unfortunately, it's the cameras. So we have 3 cameras, 2 on the back and 1 in the front. The main sensor is a 50 megapixel camera, and thankfully it does come with OIS. There is an ultra-wide camera which is just 8 megapixel, which really hurts. Of course, they could have given a 12 megapixel, I don't know. The front camera is 16 megapixel. The images coming out from the main camera is really good. I mean, in the daylight, it provides a really good, ready to use, social media ready photos. You are definitely gonna like the default captures from the main sensor, and as it is paired with the OIS, in the nighttime it also pulls out some decent photos. But of course, in the nighttime it struggles a bit. The ultra-wide sensor is just 8 megapixel, which is disappointing, of course, but in daytime it pulls out good images. But unfortunately, it struggles with matching the color with the main sensor, so there is a bit of color shifting if you switch from the main camera to the ultra-wide. In the nighttime, it struggles quite a lot. It's really bad. Of course, it doesn't have any OIS, so it doesn't have the advantage of like taking a long exposure shot automatically, which it does on the main sensor. It loses color on the ultra-wide sensor, which looks really, really bad. So in terms of low light shots, the ultra-wide is no good. The selfie camera is decent, 16 megapixel shot, and the selfie comes out really good. Now let's talk about video. If you're doing videos with this phone, then you must be using the main camera because other 2 cameras cannot shoot 4K. Only the main camera can shoot 4K videos at 30 and 60 fps, which is nice to see. Thanks to the OIS, that the videos comes out quite stable actually, and there is no unwanted jittering on the videos, which is nice. You can take a look at the video samples, of course. The other 2 cameras cannot shoot 4K videos, so I'm not actually bothering them. So overall, the camera system isn't that impressive, but if you're not a camera guy, like you take some photos just casually for posting on the social media, then you should be good. But yeah, it's not like focused on the camera, so don't expect much from it. So for the software side, they've given the ColorOS 15, which is OnePlus version of the ColorOS 15, because the Oppo version of the ColorOS doesn't match with this one, and it does comes with some DNA of OnePlus. So in my opinion, the colorways on this thing isn't that bad. It's good, and I really like the way it looks and feels. It's typical, it's good. Nothing to complain about the user interface, but it does come with Android 15, and you can get up to 4 major OS updates along with 2 years of extra. 4 years and 6 years. Like you can get security updates up to 6 years and OS update up to 4 years. So it's kind of future-proof, I would say. There's not a lot of bloatwares in this phone, which is nice to see. Yeah, the overall software experience was nice, and there's of course some basic AI features, nothing exceptional. The AI features is good to have. Every phone is offering this. This is not like lagging behind. It's there. The big thing in this phone is its battery. It is 7,100 milliamps. It's like a tank. You can see how slim this phone is. This is just 8.2 millimeters phone, and this thing has packed up a 7,100 milliamps battery, which is very impressive, and it comes with 80 watts fast charger in the box. The battery life is really good because in this region, like in Asia, Malaysia, EU and the other countries who doesn't allow silicon carbon battery, they get 5200 milliamps lithium ion battery. I feel sorry for them, but we are getting 7100 milliamp silicon carbon battery, which is really nice, and it can definitely last you a complete full day, and with some power left, I mean with some juice left, you can definitely run it 2 days if you are a moderate user. But if you are a heavy user, it will definitely run your day, no worries about that. But unfortunately it cannot charge other devices, which is not good, but it does comes with bypass charging. If you're a gamer, you know the bypass charging can save your battery and of course your phone from overheating, and it's really nice to see. In fact, it does have a lot of gaming features. If you pull out the slider while gaming, you will find a lot of things. The special mention is to the FPS boost feature, which actually gives you higher FPS while playing the game, even though it cannot pull out the high FPS in the settings of that particular game. It's not native, but OnePlus can boost out the FPS. So this phone is priced at 32,999 at Master Planet of Smartphone and Gadgets. And talking about Master, they are a group of smartphone shops located at the third floor of Sataka complex in Kumilla. No matter which smartphone you need, they have all of the brands covered. So to buy your next design smartphone from the better price, visit Master Planet of Smartphone and Gadgets. And yes, OnePlus has offered discounts on this phone, and it's now at 32,999, which is really good of a deal. So the final thoughts are that it's a really good phone, and in terms of performance, longevity, I think this is a good phone. If your primary focus is on camera, this is not a phone for you. But if you want a very good performance-centric phone, like for gaming and very good experience, then this OnePlus Nord CE5 can be your phone. And given that the price is now reduced, and of course Master will give you some extra discount on top of that if they can, so that makes a really very good deal. So do I recommend the OnePlus Nord CE5? Yes, of course, OnePlus has nailed this phone. Yeah, the camera side is a bit weaker, but again, they have checked all the boxes apart from the camera. So this is all about the OnePlus Nord CE5. I'll see you soon with some new interesting videos. Till then, stay good, keep good, and keep doing good things. And yes, of course, keep watching Incredible Victor.